When we last saw the balloonists, an unidentified flying object was hurtling towards them at great speed.
It's a missile. Take cover.
It's a burning comet coming straight for us.
It could be alien life.
It might be the end of our life. Captain, what do we do?
Only a minute.
Alert. Assume the brace position.
Attention, strange balloon craft. This is Major Jet Rocket Stream of the International Space Rescue Mission of Earth. I have received a distress signal from this quadrant. It seems to be coming from your ship.
It could be us, I suppose. We are kind of stuck in space.
We are not distressed. We are afraid of nothing.
Speak for yourself.
Dave, can I put you down now?
Yeah, thanks.
Do you recognize this voice? If there's anybody out there, please help. We've only got sardine-flavored hula hoops and I'm losing my mind. I want my mama. Wait, I recognize that voice. Do you have one Captain Helium on board this balloon?
Yes. He's hiding in the toilet.
No, there's no one here by that name. Permission to come aboard. Interesting place you've got here.
That's a great rocket suit you've got there.
Thanks. I designed and built it myself.
Of course he did.
Captain Lance Boron Helium, as I live and breathe, come out of here, you old dog, and see your old flight partner.
Flight partner?
Boron.
Rocket Stream, I'm so glad to see you. Bring it in, partner. Old Boron, eh? I haven't set eyes on you since you ejected the president into the sea. I'd rather not talk about that. I had to fish him out whilst flying the plane upside down one-handed. Old Boron here took a little snooze at the controls. I had a cold.
Wow, I read about you. You're the most decorated pilot ever to fly.
All in a day's service. I heard your distress signal whilst protecting the Earth from a meteorite that would have destroyed the southern hemisphere. Everyone, take cover! Help!
Don't worry, we've just got mail.
Major Rocket Stream, you saved me.
You can get down now, young man.
Thanks. Wish my dad was cool as you.
And just call me Extreme for short. What's this you've just received?
It's a story. The people of Earth have been keeping us entertained while we're stuck in space. This one was wanged up by Arts Depot in London. You want to hear one?
You know, it has been a little lonely, patrolling space and saving the planet from certain annihilation. Let's hear it.
I think Extreme should tell it. An epic story for an epic guy.
Here we go. Just like flying school all over again. Thanks, kid. And then I'll get you all out of here and back down to Earth. What do you say?
Hurrah!
Great, sounds brilliant.
Fly me to the moon in your paper balloon. Oh, oh, fly me to the moon in your paper balloon. Oh, oh.
It was an ordinary day in Mushroomland.
Actually, it's pronounced Mushroomland.
Mushroomland?
Don't ask me, it's an English thing.
Right. It was an ordinary day in Mushroomland, far from the village with its quaint thatched cottages and fungus-covered rooftops, where smoke curled cheerfully from chimney tops. Lavender Ivy Toadstool was foraging for mushrooms. Still in her karate suit from a day's training in the Mushroomland dojo and kicking a football between the trees, Lavender scoured her way deeper and deeper into the forest.
Nope, none here either. I guess I'll have to go deeper into the dark part of the forest. Wait, who's that? Karate chop! Oh, no one, of course. Who needs friends anyways? When I've got mushrooms, right, guys? Guys? Wow, there really aren't any. This drought has hit harder than I thought.
Lavender, friendless and alone, picked her way through thicker and densely packed trees, past the deserted and dried out water park.
Imagine how fun this would have been when there was water running through it instead of this ashy dust.
Until she arrived at the darkest, dampest part of the forest. Perfect for picking delicious mushrooms.
Where are you, little mushies? Oh my gosh. Just one left?
But as Lavender bent down to delicately pick the last remaining mushroom, she noticed something else was wrong.
What's wrong with it? It's covered in ash? I wish I could see better. Why didn't I bring my torch? Wait, something's glowing in the gloom over there. Is that a stick? How are you glowing like that, little stick?
She read the inscription in antique lettering at the base of the mysterious stick.
Ancient magic wand. Made in Taiwan.
And then something very strange happened. A shimmering image appeared before Lavender's eyes of a beautiful sunny place with rolling green hills, fairies, bunnies, and children playing together outside picturesque cottages built of chocolate and marshmallows and flowing water parks.
Oh, it's beautiful.
But before her eyes, the skies darkened. The water slides dried up, leaving people stuck halfway. The children ran screaming. Bins overflowed and rubbish flapped in the wind. Evil, shadowy shapes flitted across the beautiful landscape, reducing everything to ash. And then the image froze.
Loading 24%? Oh, what does this all mean? I'm sure it must have something to do with why all the water is dried up. Well, there's only one person who can help me. I must go and see Dr. Robotics.
Lavender left the forest behind and soon came to a rocky and dangerous-looking high cliff top. She ignored the signs and pressed on.
Danger. Keep out.
I mean it.
I must find out what the wand's vision means.
Dangerous robotic dog on loose. Dr. Robotics accepts no responsibility for accidental mauling and death.
At the top of the cliff stood a house that looked like a giant washing machine. A giant washing machine on telescopic legs. As Lavender approached, the legs retracted, the house lowered, and a man rolled out.
Oh! Ooh! Ouch! Oof! Oh! Ow! Ooh! I'm so clean.
Dr. Robotics, I presume?
Actually, it's robotics. Lavender Ivy Toadstool, I've been expecting you. Come in. The pronunciation is really important. I've been working on my branding, you see, and robotics scored really well amongst the year 3 to 6 demographic.
How have you been expecting me? No one ever expects me. Well, mainly because I don't have any friends who can expect me. But still.
Well, you see, I have tiny cameras all over the forest, hidden in various things. For example, if you've ever wondered why a fly makes that buzzing sound, it's actually because it's robotics product. It's actually a cyborg with a camera fitted to it. I've been working on making the cooling fan quieter, but you know, bzzz.
You've been spying on me?
Not just you, I've been spying on everyone.
So you know about the glowing stick I found? Can you tell me what it is?
Not only can I tell you what it is, but I can tell you what to do about it and where to sell it on the internet. Coffee?
Robotics' hand shot out on a telescopic arm and retrieved a dirty-looking coffee cup from inside his washing machine house.
I'm okay, thanks. How'd you do that? Your arm is robotic?
Terrible accident with robotic flies. Long story, wouldn't change for the world. Now, pick up the stick.
The vision appeared again, this time with a flashing neon sign that read, Dreamland.
Actually, it's pronounced...
Don't tell me. Dreamland?
Yeah, more like Dreamland. I don't make the rules, mate.
The vision you see before you is of a place called Dreamland.
Yes, I can see that because of the massive flashing neon Dreamland sign.
Smarty party pants, quiet! What you see is a vision of Dreamland's and Mushroomland's future, if you don't stop it.
Me? What can I do about it?
You must travel to Dreamland to acquire a very particular fruit.
Fruit?
An apple, to be precise. But not just any apple. The apple of powers.
The most powerful apple in the world!
That's not particularly impressive.
How dare you? Apples are full of antioxidants. They're awesome. But this apple is even more awesome. You know the saying, an apple a day?
Keeps the bed bugs away?
Seriously, I fear for the education of today's youth. No! An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Oh, yeah, right.
Then this apple not only keeps the doctor away, it sends him on a one-way ticket to an all-inclusive tropical island.
Wow. So, how do I get to Dreamland?
Simple. You must go to the enchanted tree and simply fall asleep.
I mean, I was feeling pretty tired. I was up until 4 a.m. playing Snap with myself.
Okay, you really weren't kidding about being Billy No Friends, huh? The glowing stick will guide you to the tree. Now go, and don't forget to tag me on Insta and Twitter. I can get some really good marketing out of this.
I told you I don't have any friends.
All right, yeah. Maybe just TikTok it then. I would send my cyborg dog Bulldog with you, but he ran away many moons ago, and I haven't seen him since. If you see him on your travels, please tell him I have a big, nice, tasty hunk of metal waiting for him at home.
Right, so come on, Stick. Show me the way to this tree.
Turn right after 200 yards, then slide right past the Whispering River.
Oh, you've got sat-nav. Wonderful.
Turn right after 197 yards, then slide right.
Yes, all right, I get it.
Turn right after...
How do I mute you? This button?
Tourne à droite.
Ah, French. Shoot, this one?
Make a U-turn.
This is going to be a long morning.
You have arrived at your destination.
Thank goodness for that. Now pipe down and let me get to sleep. But it's the middle of the day and I was never very good at having a nap.
Ah, my dear, hush up by now. Have a glass of warm milk.
Who is that?
It is I, the enchanted tree. But don't trouble yourself with silly little questions. It's late, and it's time for sleepy buys.
It's 11 in the morning.
Don't argue now, my little bubby booba. Time for sleepy hush-hush time. Time to go to Dreamland.
Yes, that's where I want to go. Funny. Oh, I'm starting to feel a little tired.
That's it. Hush up by now, my love. Hush up eyes, close your eyes, sweet sleepy little heart, sleepy toes, sleepy nose, name another sleepy body part, float now to Dreamland on a sleepy moon sea, float now to Dreamland with me.
Lavender stepped through the flickering portal and felt a sensation like being tickled with 1,000 tiny feathers inside her skin. She sneezed involuntarily and opened her eyes inside Dreamland. Dreamland. The light was bright and sunny, and all was as she pictured in her vision. The rolling green hills, the chocolate cottages, except the water park was dry and deserted. In front of her was a circular table piled high with pastries, around which a fantastical group of creatures sat. Clearly, some sort of meeting was in session.
Dreamland Council now in session. As Chair Fairy, may I remind councillors that they may only speak when holding the sacred pillar of significance.
A small fairy with horn-rimmed glasses hovered over the table, her wings buzzing with importance.
Any other business? Good. I yield to my honourable friend, the baking bunny.
The pillow was passed solemnly to a disturbingly muscular bunny in an apron.
Thank you, Agnes. As you all know, the drought is causing a strain on the wheat harvest. There is no flour. Sales of jammy biscuits are down 137%.
I agree.
Right. Now, I would like to make a complaint.
A short, balding human with a gravy jug on his head had jumped to his feet.
You don't have the pillow, Kenneth Tipton. He doesn't have the pillow.
Now, look here, Bunninator.
You know I don't like that name.
Order! You may only speak, councillors, when you hold the pillow of significance. Next on the agenda, Kenneth Tipton, is Wilf.
Next, the pillow was passed to a willowy, pointy-eared elf in a grey suit, who stood up solemnly next to a puppy in uniform.
As spokes elf for the elf community.
There's only one of you, Wilf.
Nevertheless, as spokes elf for the elf community, I would like to say we are very concerned about the dark magic leaking into Dreamland. It appears to be coming from Dementis and sowing chaos and destruction.
Tell me about it. The bins are an absolute nightmare.
He's right. Yesterday I found a crisp packet in the cake batter. I actually slipped on a banana peel. What a cliche.
There's bones everywhere.
Don't look at me. Woof, woof.
Now, I want to make a complaint about the noise level of the playing children. Order! Councillors, the pillow of significance must be held. Who are you, Jackie Weaver?
Excuse me.
The question is, what are we going to do about it?
I'm sorry to bother you.
May I have the pillow, Chair Fairy? Woof, woof, woof. As the chief of puppy police, we have noticed bad souls and ghouls leaking in from Dementis. We've tried everything to get them to go back, looking at them with big eyes, even putting our paws on their laps. But it's not working. We had to block the portal with overflowing bins.
This is a nightmare.
Everyone, listen to me. Please, can someone tell me where I can get the Apple of Powers? Without it, all of the water will disappear. We'll be overrun with ghostly shadows, and both our worlds will die.
She doesn't have the pillow. She's speaking without the pillow.
After some time, Wilf, the spokeself, explained.
See, the Apple of Powers was stolen and taken to Dementis by a bitter human from your world called Ash. She walked into Dementis willingly, embraced by its darkness. Its powers are making her stronger, and that's why the portal is open. To retrieve the apple, you must travel through the enchanted tree to Dementis. But beware the shadow fruit, my child.
Good luck. Woof, woof.
Why do you have a gravy jug on your head?
Don't mention the gravy jug.
What are you talking about, ridiculous girl? Now, about the noise volume last Wednesday.
Walk 400 yards over the cascading Rainbow Hills. Turn right at the Broccoli Forest. You are now approaching your destination.
At the top of a large hill stood an extremely ancient and twisted tree. As Lavender approached, she could make out a faint red glow from behind its gnarled branches. Strange shadowy shapes swirled amongst its limbs.
Whoa. I wonder if this is the Dementis tree.
I am the Dementis tree.
Oh, I guess so.
Woe and damnation await all who enter here. Beware! Beware!
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Really? Yes. I've been working on the damnation bit, and I've only just recently added the second beware. I wasn't sure if it was a bit much.
No, it sounds truly terrifying.
Wonderful. I mean, death awaits within Dementis. Beware!
Well, I've got to get there, so I'm going in anyways.
Oh well, I tried.
Lavender squeezed herself through a knot in the center of the tree. As she squeezed out the other side, she became aware of almost total darkness. Screams of pain and agony echoed in the black, and then she heard...
Hi!
What was that?
That was me. I'm Derek, the Dementis Dementer, and I'm here to tell you all about the stuff you can't see through the medium of heavy rock. Not that heavy rock. Here comes the music of the night. Hi!
Welcome to a world where you can't see a thing. It's darker than dark in Dementis, where ghosts and goblins scream and sing like they just got fired from the apprentice. There's nothing to eat apart from spiders' feet, and the air is pure poison. And though it's dark, it's sort of also red. Not a place you'd like to lose your toys in. Dementis rocks your little socks out. Dementis rocks the dark. Dementis rolls your stony souls. Dementis rocks the dark. Hey!
I mean, that was all fascinating, but I've got to find the Apple of Powers. Do you know where it is?
The Apple of Powers? A powerful antioxidant. Yeah, I know where you can find it. Ash has got it, but she ain't gonna let go of that little bit of fruit anytime soon.
Ash?
She took control of Dementis not so long ago. She's in the center of the labyrinth, which is guarded at every turn by ghostly goblins, sickly souls, and beasts beyond imagining. Good luck.
Wait! I've got to go through a labyrinth in the pitch black and fight all those monsters? Oh, but that's impossible!
Not when you've got me. In 45 miles, you will have reached your destination.
Oh, yes, let's go!
So Lavender Toadstool and a faithful stick fought their way through a nightmare. They didn't stop, she went karate chop. Between the two of them, they were a fight mare. In a smelly bog, they fought a robot dog and defeated him with a tree tie. Found a broken fridge on a rocky ridge, and they fed it to that bulldog to eat, yeah. Oh, Dementis rocks your little socks off. Dementis rocks the dark. Dementis rolls your stony souls. Dementis rocks the dark. Hey.
Lavender looked up. In front of her was a girl, not much older than her. She looked much like a girl that had once disappeared from Mushroomland. Lavender had seen posters around the village, but that girl's hair was dark, like her charcoal skin. This girl's hair, set atop her head like an angry icicle, was so white it glowed in the gloom.
You must be Ash.
The girl didn't speak. In her hand, she held a glowing apple. Lavender could see she was in pain. Chittering shapes and shadows swirled around her in the darkness, occasionally whispering in her ears.
Give me the apple. It's hurting you.
Please make a U-turn now.
Oh, shut up! Why are you doing this? You're destroying all the water. Without it, we'll all die.
As she said this, drops of rain flew in through the gateway and instantly turned to dust. As Ash reached out and touched them, she winced in pain.
We didn't do anything to hurt you. Just give us back the water, and...
No. The water park in Mushroomland belonged to him. We would play on the slides together and he would laugh. Then someone took my father from me and no one helped me. Nobody will have water again.
So you are the girl from Mushroomland. Your father died in an accident and you were never seen again.
Mushroomland is 2 billion miles and 2 portals away from here. Make a U-turn.
I'm gonna snap you!
Just doing my job.
The apple. It's hurting you. It's making everything worse. You can't see for the pain. Give me the apple.
You're never getting this apple. Now come here so I can turn you to dust.
All right. We'll play a game. If you win, I'll stay here and you can turn me to dust. But if I win, you give me the apple. And you promise to close the portal and send back all the shadow creatures from Dementis.
All right. What's the game?
Fruit.
What's fruit?
You don't know fruit? You've been away too long. Okay, it's easy. When I shout fruit, the person holding the freshest fruit wins. If you're holding an old fruit, you lose. Ready?
Huh. Okay.
Fruit!
Ash took one look at the apple in her hand and back at the tree, with the shadow fruit growing on its branches. She flung the apple away and leapt up, grabbing the shadow fruit.
I win. This fruit is the freshest. Ah!
And I've got the Apple of Powers. Thanks. Remember, don't eat the shadow fruit.
You tricked me.
Lavender took one bite of the glowing silk apple. Immediately she felt power like nothing she'd ever known, coursing through her veins.
Wow, this apple is really good. Whoa, am I flying?
It's the apple of the gods of Olympus, you fool. It was supposed to work for me.
I have powers! Now, to get the portal closed and get rid of these horrible, hairy spiders. Back off, 8 legs! Laser eyes? Sweet! Come on, you're coming with me.
Lavender grabbed Ash by the hand, still glowing from the apple's powers. They stepped back through the enchanted tree, back into Dreamland.
Hey, it's the battle for Dreamland. Ha-ha! Lavender Toadstool used her laser eyes to make ghosts suddenly mortal. She used her mushroom skill to make mushroom pies, to zap souls back through the portal. And her powers grew, and it was almost through, and she told them all to behave. Before the portal shut, she grabbed the robot butt. Dreamland now was saved. Yeah.
Ash, did anyone ever tell you how cool your style is? How do you do that with your hair?
I don't know. I guess it just happened when I came here. What is this place?
Dreamland. Oh, sorry. It's pronounced Dreamland. Look, the water slides are running. I'm so sorry about what happened to your dad. I lost my parents too. I was angry for a bit, and sometimes it's lonely. I've always wanted a friend to do things with. Like ride water slides.
You want me to be your friend?
It turns out Snap is really boring with one player.
What's Snap?
Oh, I've got so much to show you.
And then at 5:45 p.m. I noted down that the volume of said parties far exceeded the...
Look, they're back at last, and the portal is closed.
Hooray!
3 cheers for the human.
Jammy biscuits, the flesh. Wow. These are good. Bulldog!
My wand!
Bulldog grabbed the wand in his mouth and dived onto the now furiously foaming water slide.
Please turn right and try not to crunch me with your cyborg jaws.
Follow him.
They flew down the turning slides all the way to Mushroomland, where they were given a hero's welcome.
Bulldog, how I've missed you. Here, it's this microwave.
Well done, Lavender. And you must be Ash. You know, there's a lot of people who want to meet you. You could be a real influencer here with that super cool style of yours. Let's talk sponsorship.
Later. I've got a game of Snap to play with my friend.
Fly me to the moon in your paper balloon.
What an amazing story. That was epic. Thanks, Extreme.
But thanks particularly to the people of North London for sending us their ideas.
All the children from Hazel Class, All Saints Primary School, and, Whetstone?
Actually, it is Whetstone.
Oh.
Thanks to Arts Depot Finchley and to Jen and George at Control.
It was beautiful. True friendship never dies, eh, Boron? Reminds me of the good old days. But we can reminisce over a glass of milk and cookies back home. Now, let's get you fine people back to Earth. Wait, I'm getting a distress signal. Type 1 Earth emergency. Cat, stuck a tree, New York City. Sorry, balloonists. I'll be back. Spin a yarn for me. Over and out!
Wow, what a guy.
If only I could tell my followers I met Extreme himself.
I guess we're not being rescued, though.
At least we've still got each other.
At least we do. I mean, we are all connected with each other's energy.
Yeah, that's what I meant too.
You know, I think I fancy one of Proxima's famous seaweed soups.
Oh, coming up right away.
And at least we still have the stories to keep us going. Where is the story receiver?
He's taken it. Rocket Stream! I'll get you for this if it's the last thing I do!
Will the balloonists ever be rescued? Will Major Jet Rocket Stream ever return? And how will they be able to receive stories now? Tune in next season for the incredible adventures of the Great Floating Paper Balloon Radio Show!
Fly me to the moon in your paper balloon.